I know this isn't traditionally a horror movie or even very spooky for that matter, but it felt appropriate to include at least one Tim Burton movie, and I figured it might as well be the only one that I like. The Nightmare Before Christmas. You know, it's funny because if I can muster the energy to do this again for Christmas and do like an advent calendar of Christmas movies, I'd probably put this on that list too because it works for both, at least in my opinion. It's just one of those movies. And by one of those movies, I mean it's the only movie. But considering how popular this movie is, mostly merchandising, I'm sure I don't have to explain to you what the premise is, but just in case, I'll do it anyway. Basically, you have this guy named Jack Skellington. He's the Pumpkin King. He's the king of this Halloween dimension town, and he's in charge of making sure that every Halloween is as big and special and bombastic as possible. But he's been doing it for an undisclosed amount of time, and he's bored. He wants something new in life, and he's sure that something is out there. So he goes and discovers that these doors that lead to different worlds where they celebrate different holidays, and he finds the Christmas dimension, and he goes and he's just completely mystified and captivated by everything related to Christmas, so he wants to create his own Christmas, but he doesn't exactly do it very well. It's also a musical, which is pretty important. But then you have your homegirl Sally, who's actually my favorite character in the movie. She's kind of like a Frankenstein's monstrous that she just wants to, you know, go out there and do her own thing, and she really likes Jack. And so she likes to poison her creator and sneak out at night every so often. It's just a thing to do, you know, just Saturday night, poison my creator. It's Tim Burton. Now, this was one of my favorite animated movies when I was a kid, and I'm very pleased to say that it still holds up very strongly, and I still really enjoyed it because I didn't exactly expect to. Let me explain, right? Jack Skellington has reached the same level as Harley Quinn and Deadpool, where they're super marketable. You see their merchandise just about everywhere. People are always wearing a shirt of that character, but they don't really know the thing that they're from very well. They think it looks cool. It's just an aesthetic, you know what I mean? Like, most people that you see with, like, Jack Skellington earrings or a necklace or something like that probably haven't seen the movie. And I'm not even trying to be elitist and saying, like, oh, you have to know the thing if you're going to represent it. It would be nice. I mean, don't walk around wearing a Beatles shirt if you can't sing Yellow Submarine. At the very least, Yellow Submarine. Is that toxic of me to say? I don't really care. I don't know why I asked that. But it's just like, there were just a heavy saturation of Jack Skellington stuff from like 2010 to 2018, and I just got really, really tired of seeing it. So I took a break. I didn't watch the movie for like 5 years, and I came back to it, and I really liked it. So that's good, I guess. Because this has become one of those like cult classic movies. Like, it wasn't exactly, at least as far as I know, it's from 6 years before I was born, but as far as I know, like, when it came out, it wasn't the most popular thing in the world. I think it took it till a while after for it to really become popular. So if you're a legitimate fan of the movie from the last couple of years, I don't have a problem with you at all. It's just like, I just kind of wanted to stop seeing so much Jack Skellington merchandise for just a bit. And it finally died down a bit, so I decided to go ahead and stick it on this list because I felt comfortable watching the movie again. And I gotta say, the animation is beautiful. It's one of the best animated stop-motion films I've ever seen. The music is great. The dialogue is great. The atmosphere in both the Christmas world and the Halloween world are just magnifique. I love Jack as a character. You really feel for him because all he ever did was his best. He just tried his best, but he screwed it up. We've all been there. You do your best, and you mess it up anyway. But naturally, as this movie is pretty short, I don't have all too much to say about it. I mean, I really like the music. My favorite song from the movie is obviously Kidnap the Santa Claus. What else would it be? Making Christmas is also really good. I wouldn't be surprised, though, if a sequel were to come out because Jack gets bored again. Because towards the end of the movie, he's like, okay, well, now that I've had the spark relit inside me, I'm going to do Halloween even bigger and better next year than I've ever done it before. But that's not exactly a sustainable business model. You can't do that forever. One thing that is interesting, though, because it's like day after Halloween, November 1st, right, that Jack discovers it's a Christmas world, and he gets obsessed with it, and so he has until Christmas to get Christmas ready. So he sends Lock, Shock, and Barrel to go get Santa, but like the countdown to Christmas is going in the montage, and it's going like really fast. Like, it suddenly goes from like 20 days till Christmas to like 3 days till Christmas, and I'm like, did it take them multiple weeks to find Santa in the Christmas world? I mean, that's understandable. They didn't exactly know where to look, but like, I don't know. That's a nitpick, but it was just something that was interesting when I noticed it. All in all, though, this movie's got heart, got charm. It's enjoyable. It's pretty much a classic. You can watch it twice a year at the very least, and it's appropriate at both times. I don't exactly know what my hair is doing here. I'm just not going to ask any questions about it. But if you want me to rate this thing, which you probably do, this is a review after all. The Nightmare Before Christmas is worth buying on Blu-ray, and I definitely recommend that you do it if you don't have it. But as I'm saying that, I'm realizing it's on Disney Plus, and it's probably not going to leave, so you don't really have to buy it unless you really want to. Forget I said anything. But The Nightmare Before Christmas, have you seen it? How many times have you seen it? What did you think about it? Whatever it is, whatever you think, comment below and educate me. And as always, if you want more videos from me, go ahead and... I can't even say go ahead and click. For some reason, right, my channel is blocking me from being able to put videos up on screen at the end of the videos. Like, I can't give you something to click when the video ends. For some reason, and I've been reaching out to YouTube like crazy for the last couple of days, and I haven't. They've given me nothing helpful. They just keep telling me to repeat the same steps over and over again. I really don't know what to do about it. Hopefully this gets fixed soon, and I can actually put videos on screen for you at the end of these videos. But until that happens, there's really nothing I can do for you. I can't exactly send you anywhere unless I remember to put Jedi's channel in the description, which I do not always remember to do. Anyway. I'll see you soon.